Right, we're going to be drawing a perspective drawing of this object. First step is to understand what we're looking at over here. Here we've got a top view, here we've got a front view. Now, the first step that we need to do after that is to draw this front view that I've got over here directly underneath this view over here. We do that in construction lines, dropping lines down from these points over here, and taking lines across from this over here. Right, once I've got that, I'm going to draw it in slightly darker, still construction lines, and you'll see why I'm saying still in construction lines as we move on in this section of work. Right, so as you can see, I've transferred all the information over here to directly below that top view over there. After I've done that, I take a line going from this stationary point up to my horizon line, and that creates my vanishing point. Please label it VP. After I've done that, I'm going to take lines going from the corners of this object out to the vanishing point. Work extremely accurately over here because it will influence the look of your drawing at the end of the day. So taking lines out from each and every corner over here to that vanishing point. Right, these two corners over here, they would be in hidden detail. I'm not asking you to do hidden detail for this. Right. Here I am, I'm looking at this object. What am I going to be able to see? I'm going to be able to see this Z shape, okay, which I've got over here. But I know that it goes back to a profile which is also going to be a Z shape at the back. I need to find those points at the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I've got a point right at the front. You can see that point, but it goes back to a point at the back. Where is that point at the back on this view over here? To get that, I'm going to take a line from that point going down to my stationary point, which is me over there. So that would go all the way down to stationary point. I don't need you to draw it all the way. Just draw it until it cuts the picture plane over here. Once I've got that, I drop a perpendicular line down from the picture plane to a point over here. This line over here is that line, but being drawn in perspective. Right. I've got another point across from there and linked up to this line at the top. So somewhere along this line, I'm going to need a point somewhere over there. How do I do that? I take a line going from that point at the back down to my stationary point. Okay, as I say, I don't need you to draw a line all the way to stationary point, just make it cut over the picture plane. Once I've got that, drop a line down, perpendicular to that point. There's a line joining those 2 points, which is horizontal to the picture plane, so I can draw a line going across horizontal to those 2 points. Right. This point over here is not just one point. It is more than one point. It is 2 points. There's one point at the top, and there's one point further down. So I'm going to call that A and B. There it would be A and B. So I've got a point A at the top here. Straight down from that, perpendicular down from that, is going to be point B. So I take that point from A, going straight down over here, and you'll see that it connects with the corner. So there it is going across, there it is going across to point B. And I can draw that in nice and dark there. Right, that then goes across horizontal to that point. I can take that point over there, Take that down to the picture plane, drop that down, and I end up with that point over there. I've drawn accurately. Should link up nicely over there. That point over there has got 2 points on them. One at the top, one at the bottom. So I can go down. Can you see the Z shape forming over here? And now I need to just link all of these corners up. That, and that, and that, that, and that. And I can draw in my Z at the front over here. There you go, you've got your perspective drawing.